Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another ECM test, this time on a 2003 Ford Lightning, Ford F-150 Lightning SVT. This is actually a computer that I purchased and I already fully repaired. So I'm going to show you the computer running, and this is actually there's actually four different numbers on this computer that you have to be careful when you're buying. At least, well, let's say not be careful, be smart when you get in it to make sure that you match the number. And I'm going to show you that in a second. There you have EK01 and EK02. They will fit the same vehicle. Then you have URB1 and 2, which is there will not fit the EK01s, and ABL2. I forgot the other digit. So just make sure that you check the part numbers on top of the computer and make sure that that tier tag is the same as in yours. That is very important. Again, the EK01 and 02, they will work. All right, so as you see, I had everything connected. I got the instrument cluster, the computer, and I had the full probe and also the multimeter connected, which I'll show you in a second. Give me 1 second. All right, I got everything ready to go. Like I said, sorry for that. Well, it's a customer, so we need to answer the calls, right? All right, so just so you can see all the connections, I have, again, the computer open because I just finished the repairs, and also the cluster with a key. And this is also one thing that I want to show in the video is if you have a computer that you purchase, like let's say mine, and I program the VIN number, but I don't have your keys or your instrument cluster here, you don't need to program your keys. All you need to do is a parameter reset. And I'm going to show that here too. So the keys are actually married to the instrument cluster. So as long as you don't change your instrument cluster, you don't need to reprogram the keys, let's say, right, to relearn the keys to the vehicle. Again, all you need to do is now mate that computer with your instrument cluster, and that will work everything well. All right, so just again, a short commercial. If you have any instrument clusters or computers from automotive, marine, or heavy duty, please contact me. This is my website, MikeSalazarDiagnostics.com. My name is spelled M-A-I-C, as you see here. In the picture right now in the screen, you have under the big letters of my name of the website, two boxes. The white one, if you click in there, is going to download a Word document for you to fill, sign, and add in the box with the module or modules. If you want to email me, the black box that says click here to email us is open your email browser with my email already there, so it's very easy to go that way. Or behind me right now where I'm moving is a blue button that says let's chat. That is the chat. If you use it, please make sure that you add at least your email so I can answer back in case I'm not there when you start the conversation. And in here you have also my email address, the telephone number, and the address right in the middle of the screen on the bottom. All right, just a short commercial. All right, let's go over to here. I'm going to add the multimeter, the full probe, and the scanner. So for this one, I'm using actually the IM608 from Hotel because it's pretty easy to do the parameter reset and everything. You don't have to wait, at least on these older modules, you don't have to wait the 10 minutes. But before we do that, I want to show you that indeed I can run the actual computer. So let's talk. In this case, again, this is very, very unique to the tester or the simulator I'm using. So I'm always using these same signals. So I'm going to escape for very specific for this one. Did I select escape? Let me go back because escape B6. Yeah, that's the one I want to use. Because there is another one in there that is not in there. That is not the correct. So there's two signals that I like to use. The 51, which is the one I always use for low RPMs. So I inject the signal right here. Everything, I change just the values in here, which I should probably just save this because I can't save the whole settings, but it's pretty easy on this computer, so that's why I haven't done it. All right, so I'm going to put the ignition on and let's inject. Again, this is low RPMs, and hopefully you guys can see immediately now the RPM reading on the instrument cluster. the coils are firing, because that is fine, but though, if your injectors will be running, we will be seeing it on the screen, and you cannot see that from there, but I can see it in here. I do have activations for the coil, so that is very normal. So it's right now into anti-theft mode. It's not going to run the injectors. So let's turn this off one more time, and I'm going to change the signal now to signal 7, which is the signal that I use very particular, again, for this case, for high RPM. So this is above 1000, and we can see, I have to, before I do that, I have to increase my amperage, because I just lost the communication because of the same thing. I always forgot about that. So I'm going to bring this to a healthier amperage. All right, so let's do that one more time. Turn this off, and let's do it again. And we can see, or you can see also too, in the cluster, reading the RPMs. So this is a completely repaired computer. But so what I would do for you, if you want to purchase this computer or any of the 4 linings that I have, because I have at least 2 of the series, they are fully repaired and will come with a 1-year warranty, unlimited mileage. The only thing that I require for anyone that buys a computer from me is that the brakes, spark plugs, and coils, and I need a copy of the receipt. You need to use Motorcraft parts in order for us to cover your warranty. All right? No burn components are covered under the warranty, and that means the computers are fully repaired. If something burns a computer, it's not the computer that failed. That is an injector that got shorted, a coil that got shorted. That would be not covered under warranty, because those are burn components. But anything that fails, like analog to digital signal, which is exactly what the most problems are in this cluster, will be covered under this warranty. All right, so okay, so I can turn this off. I don't need for now the full probe. I also, well, to talk that you can see the computer is on, and we have the file reference in there. So let's go over to the scanner. Let me just get in here. All right, so we're going to go into Immobilizer. My launch is here, so 1 second. All right, so let's accept this. We're going to go, since I can do automatic ID, but in this vehicle, not in this vehicle, in this part of the Immobilizer, you want to do it manually. All right, so we're going to go into Ford. I don't know why with this IM608, the quality of the image is so poor. I think it's, not sure why, because the image in there is perfect. That is only with this tool. Well, so we're not going to do automatic selection. We're going to do manual selection. Ford, USA. And let's just scroll down to F-150. And then we select 99 to 2004, bladed key. And that is correct. So in here, we're going to do IMMO status scan. This is going to scan the computer, the instrument cluster. It's going to tell me how many keys are programmed and how many, the minimum of keys that are required. So let's enter the Immobilizer. Well, let's enter the ECM. You see, if theft is detected, vehicle is immobilized. So yes, that is on the computer. If we go over to here, it says passive anti-theft system transceiver fault. Nothing to do with the transceiver. This is because we have not performed, again, the parameter reset. With this tool, is super fast. So we go into Immo Learning, Immobilizer PWM, and then parameter reset. Turn the ignition on. It's already on. We already know that's just, and that's it. It's as easy, as quick as that. All right, so now that I did this, I'm going to turn everything off. Keep an eye on the light in here. But now the light up here is blinking. I shouldn't have blinked, so let me turn the ignition off. Ignition back on. It's blinking, so that is not supposed to be blinking. Give me 1 second, guys, to see if my connections are fine. All right, yes, connections were fine. I think I have a bad key or something. But yeah, so well, one is actually considered as a master key. So let's do that one more time. So I'm going to turn the ignition off. We're going to see the light on, and it will go off, and it did. So this is very, very good. So right now we can go back into the scanner and we're going to go into here and we're going to clear the DTCs. And now we don't have that transceiver fault. All right, we should have now less faults. Let's go over to the ECM as well. And let's clear the DTCs and read the DTCs again, right? And as you can see right now, the TEF light no longer has a problem with it. All right, so realistically, that's all I needed to see here. We can now just focus into the full probe, which now I'm going to run again with the same signals that we were having before. I'm going to keep it as high RPMs and I'm going to run it. But now you can see the injectors. Oh, that's, sorry, 1 second, guys, because I didn't notice that, but your image of the full probe has not been updated. So I'm going to pause this 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes and this is an OBS, I have to really recheck the connections. But all right, so now we can see here. I hope that in the first part, maybe you were not seeing that. So I'm going to move you over here and let's get all this stuff out of the way. Not sure how much you can see. Yeah, you can see through here, that blinking lights in there, those are the injectors. Before I had the coils, but right now, which are these very nice and bright lights in here, the coils were working, but the vehicle was immobilized. So right now it's not immobilized and everything is working good. So we can go back to this capture and I can turn all this on again. And we can see now the injectors all working perfectly. So let's do this one more time. I'm going to turn the ignition off. If I remove the key, let me just show you what happens. Let's say, I'm going to turn the ignition off, turn the ignition back on, but we have now no key. So no key, the light is blinking. I'm going to run the same test. And I have no injectors. Well, it is immobilized. You have no key, so the car should not start. And I'm going to show you in here, again, let me move some of those out, where I have, remember, the light that was blinking here is no longer there. I have coils. Again, the coils are not part of the mobilizer part. So it kills only the injectors on these computers. So let's get the full probe back in here. Let me change this to here so I'm not in the way. The scanner is really not that important, so I'm going to turn the ignition off. And I'm now going to put the program key back in the reader, right, so on the transceiver. And I'm going to set the ignition back on. And I mean, you can see immediately injectors firing and no more TEF light. So this is a completely now fully working computer. Everything is repaired and it will come, like I said, with a 1-year warranty. So let me turn this off and off here. All right, guys, just a short video to show you now another 4-lining good computer, completely repaired by Mike Salazar Diagnostics, that is available for sale. I will put the link of my website in the title of the video, and then you can click in there or copy and paste it, and you can email me or look into my phone number, which is 703-505-5234 if you need a computer like this. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.